Hey everyone, welcome to Gayatri's World Kitchen. I'm Rahul and today we're going to make some hummus. Hummus is a dip that goes very well at lots of gatherings and for big game days. So in order to make hummus, you need a good quality blender or a food processor. In this case, we're using the Deluxe cooking blender by Pampered Chef. So in here, you want to begin with about 30 ounces of chickpeas, or chickpeas and cannellini beans. These are mixed, half and half. So that goes in here. Then followed by 2 cloves of freshly peeled garlic. Then some dry spices. And this is where this adjustable measuring spoon comes in really handy. So we're going to go in with an 1/8 of a teaspoon of cayenne, which will add a little bit of heat, but it'll balance out all the flavors. Then a 1/2 teaspoon of cumin, and this will add a nice smoky flavor and a little bit of character to our hummus. And finally, a whole teaspoon of sea salt. Now, if you're using table salt, you may want to use a little bit less than a teaspoon, but sea salt goes well with hummus. So that's all the dry things that are going to go in here. And what we're going to do is we're going to set the blender to grind, and we'll stop it once or twice along the way to just scrape down the sides. So it's going to be a little noisy, but we'll get it started on the grind setting, and you can see that it'll start a little bit slow and then it'll speed out. So a little bit of a scrape down at this point. Again, this is just to get all the dry things to get ground as small as possible. Next, the wet ingredients. So to start with, we're going to go in with a 1/2 cup of water, and we'll give this a roll. A little bit of a scrape down again. And a hummus kind of requires you to do this because at the end of the day you're going to get an airy paste, but you do need to mix things every once in a while so that they don't get stuck on the sides of the blender or the food processor. Now some more of the wet ingredients. Here I've got a blend of sesame paste or tahini, which you can buy at the store. And olive oil. So that goes in. And it's nice and thick. We're going to give that a whirl. And now, one last scrape down here. And our final ingredient, a 1/4 cup of lemon juice. And that's all fresh lemon juice that I just squeezed into a bowl using a citrus press. A must-do for squeezing fresh lemons because you get every ounce of lemon juice out of them. So, gonna give that one last scrape down here, and off we go, and we'll just let it go for another 30 seconds or so. Okay. Little scrape down needed here. I can see things sticking to the side. And there's no shame in scraping this down. Just go right in and take care of all those pieces that are stuck to the sides. What I can see in here, and I'll show you in just after I do this next grind, is how creamy this hummus is. And there you have it. You can take a quick look in here. And you can see that the hummus is nice, thick, creamy. We'll let this hang out for just about a half an hour for all the flavors to melt, and then it'll be ready to enjoy. So hummus is easy to make at home. Do it yourself. Give it a whirl and tell us how it turns out. See you soon.